are tough because they don't want, you know.
I'm when
take it. You have to be tough. You have to be a personality that you know what you want, and that's why people hate rich people. They think they are rude. They think they have got pride. But these are the things that makes a person to be rich. You have to have the pride to protect your resources, and you have to be tough in order to achieve what you want to be done. Otherwise, nothing will be done.
What do you feel about no?
Yeah, and also not tough. No, also not tough. All
right.
What can this terms TV John? They would go in a Kamangira that's leadership.
Now, Antena Kagumaona with my investments akumpirawa kanga tantu mumakanga timufuna bekundaleko. And your name keeps coming up. Bushiri akupanga mabonanza uku. Kanga ti afuna kena kake kundaleko. Ndele lero ndikufuna ngati tikamachoka program no muti tenkani andale. I want you kuti mundiyanke bwino. Fampinga njana ndiyanka kuti ndikanena simamva lero ndikufuna ndinene kumaliza sindikufuna kukhala president wa dziko lino. He answered me like that. So ndikufuna nditengerepo mwayi ndifuse no Bushiri. Kuti mabonanza tichatinati pay anthu amati kukhanga titu mmene munenera mwendo mozi kumpira kuona kuti kumpira kuzaenda molalo kenaka honorable Prophert.
Let me say it in this way. Ineyo kuti ndifune ndale sikuti so chikozokaso chobisa yayi. You know, it's a straightforward thing. I can just come here and say I'm joining politics, and sikuti so is a sin. Komaso too sikuti so it's a crime. You know, I am a citizen of this country.
Yes.
Kuti ndifune ndale lero ndiyamba. Sikuti so tizikanga duso kopseza na kuti sanga yambe emo kuti sudi there is nothing to be afraid of. Komaso sikuti situbweza kupanga amene tikupangira mu tingono tukupanga ati it could be false. Trust you me, if I would want to be in politics, you know, it would be something that nobody can expect it, you know. So what we are doing is the love we are having for our country. And let me say this, and also let me warn people, more especially Kundale and Pandale. Let me take this opportunity and warn them, you know. Donald Trump, he didn't want to be a politician. Sankafuna, kuta kale president. Kumana mpangisa kuta kale gambe kuti, you know what? I think ningoima. Analanda lomweo, you know. Amada katapange ishi, bakana one time Obama made a speech. Trump yo alimuti? Alimomo. That is on YouTube. You can just Google it. But the day Trump made the decision to be a president, Obama stood up. I think Amavaza and Trump afuna imiro president. Obama stood up and they said, alipo antwena muno ngata Trump amakonda kuti azipanga zinthu ndicholenga anthu aone amafuna zambe ndale koma ndekambe muno sanga wine yayi. That is the day Trump said, you know what, I think ningoyima zinthu
ndikawineso kuti ndionese ndikhoza wina. I
think ningoyima. So sometimes, you know, some situations anthu andale samadziwa kuti kumapanga block and holemera, you know, fighting them and manage it can push them to say, you know what, I think let me just stand it because I'm already being blocked. So let me say this, in 2017 2018, you know, munali mbiri munomo ya Bushiri funa ime 2019 kobyanga pa ballot sinadanipo sinaoneke 2020 kobyanga panalibepo 2025
yes,
nukubweresa mahelikopita ku disaster na chitikachi kumulanje ndikubweresa mahelikopita ameneko ndikuthandiza kumeneko ameneyo mumuona
akutulukira
amene 2025 nkhope yake pa ballot muiona mpaka na it was so sad kuti nditapita ku function kumulanje kumene amapanga celebrate kuti voto lijalata unana president achakwera anali kuti kumeneko ine napita ngati wa mpingo kuti kumeneko koma as you know kuti I was one of the biggest people who contributed in fact not one of but let me say here, we should be frank, I was the top person who did a lot there because remember I brought helicopters, remember I built a bridge. Yes. You know, very expensive bridge there. Not only that, and I also gave mabanja amene ambiri mapasa 1 million kuti pitani kwanu chokani pakampo pano pitani kwanu. Also I built so many houses. Now there was a function imene anapangisa aboma kuti akathokoze anthu amene angapanga contribute kuti kumene kuja inali patiponso pamene popo and kupita kumeneko inapita ngati village ngati wampingo. I was so shocked kuti atamba mathokoza anthu akuti kuno kumulanje anapereka 5 million akuti pano anapereka 10 million akuti pano tathokoze, and they were being thanked. Not that I needed to be thanked, but the Bible says give honor where it is due. It's just obvious kuti they were supposed to say Bushiri so, and of course I actually did more than many people, in fact even more than the government at that time, because people were trapped and they didn't even know what to do, and I was the first citizen to assist. And do you understand that my name was not mentioned? My name was not mentioned. And the after the event, anabwera ndoza kuti tinauzidwa ndandale kuti tisakutchuleni. Did you understand? Why? Apparently I have got political ambitions. Ndiye 2025 ndikuzayimirira ndiyeno akanditchula ikhalangati kampeni mwakuti mankhope anga panalibe poto ballot paper. I didn't stand. Koma it is sad kuti we don't love our country. We put politics all the times on things where we need unity. Ifeyo aboma, we're supposed to work together to support the people. As I'm speaking to you, you have no idea how many things I've withdrawn, because I don't want to look like I'm competing in Andale. You have no idea how many things Kamangira has withdrawn, because he doesn't want to be involved with Mawa and Onengata kupanga Zandale. So at the end of the day, let me take this advantage, Wanda, and advise my politicians. Kuti, you know what? Let us help our country. Let's work together. You politicians, let's come together and support our country. Let's remove politics. We should not put politics where lives of people are involved. If you ask me, do you have people who come to you to say, I have so many people. In fact, tamba shipani shipani chichincha Bushiri ichibana chichinchana, you know, antamafuna ujandala mapena pali ponse. So we just look at them and just watch them. But the issue is, let's remove politics. This is not a time to do politics. It's time to work together. As you have seen, I have always wanted and wished well for this country. So Zandale tikambe pano in Zandale so I am a citizen of this country. Whatever I do, number 2013, I've been helping in this country. And let me also say, ngati boma ilili la DPP, I'm working very well with the leadership, very well. Kuntunda kwa segu togwira bwino ntchito koma ndomakumana ni mavuto ndikambe pa. Mavuto nokumakumana nawo ndi magavana a DPP. Achinyamata kumusiku wasati kuntunda kuyayi koma kumusuku. And I don't like it.
Akutijani?
Ayi mabonaza wasiye, you know, tinapita kubalaka, we were actually removed from the ground. Kuti simungapange pano yanu muzapanga Zandale. You see? Those things are wrong, because we are not doing that for politics. I mean, who doesn't know Bushiri? Why should I go to Balaka for people to know me? Who doesn't know Bushiri? If you go on Facebook, I have about 6 million followers.
Yes, now I'm going to 6 million followers.
Of which about 3,500,000 are Malawians. You know? So who doesn't know Bushiri? Why should I go to Balaka to be known? I'm not. No, I'm already known. Everybody knows Bushiri. So they should leave us do what we are doing. Otherwise, we don't want a situation where we are forced to say, you know what? I think let's just join the politics. We want to help. We are being blocked. You know, let's just take this thing and help with the people. We don't want to be forced into that. We want to work with these people. We believe they are doing well. The leadership of Peter Mutharika is extremely doing well. They have started well. I don't know how they will end, but they are doing well. And he has got good ministers, which I also believe they are doing extremely well. The Minister of Finance, He's doing extremely well. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is doing extremely well. And so are the rest of the ministers. So they have our support, and they will have our support, and let them too support us as we help in charity work. And again, kubonanza kupitiriza suta CII. And nobody is going to stop Bushiri from supporting talent just because they think it's politics. Nobody is going to stop me from doing that. So we are continuing actually bonanza.
Chabwino akugamba iwowa kuti khangati Trump adayamba ndale chifukwa adanena andana Obama adanena kuti Trump makhangati muzemberera ndibwera chifukwa kupita ku break komano ndikamachoka kumene kuti khati ufusana bwinobwino kuti do I still sense ibe nanuso kuti muzakhangati mukuona ngati kuti anthu akukhoza kukakamizani fata kuonani mukukalumbirisa akulumbirisa a president dakuonani ndithu anachita kukupasani ulemu wanu mudakhala kuma VIP takuonani ndithu mukupita misonkhano ya DPP kuti kodi kunchewu kusukhala candidate. We'll be back after this short break. If you're just joining us, you're watching Times Exclusive, where I'm honored tonight to have the president and founder of the Goshen City Project. He is Prophert Shepherd Bushiri.
Wow, I think K-Pitch looks amazing on the wall.
The electric blue cuts it for me.
Come on, look at the tango, candy pink, burnt orange, okay, sweet lime.
Do you like what you see? You can dream it and live it. Download your Rainbow app today and begin the magic of transforming your home into a fabulous space. Rainbow Paints. Peace of mind. Part of the deal.
Welcome back to Times Exclusive on Times Television TTV, and tonight my guest is the president and founder of the Goshen City, Prophert Shepherd Bushiri. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Ineo ndinene kuti ndikamakumvani mukuoneka kuti simunaziyambe ndalesi komabe ndikukumvani ngati kuti anthu adakukakamizani kwambiri atakunenani kwambiri mutha kupita famu apereka chitsanzo cha ujeni. I don't know kuti chitsanzo chimene chichabwera bwanji chokuti ujeni atamunena Trump Obama Trump anangoti what ndikayimire ndi anthu akumanena Bushiri takhati kumva mene mwanenera chitsanzo mwapereka koma pa ballot sitikukuonani. Are you sure Prophert kuti basi imene yatha pamene papa kapena kusogoloko sitingaza dabu titakuonani kuti mwatulukira frontline politics? Like you said, you are Malawian. It's not even a sin. In your own words, sikuti mungachimwire kanthu taonapo anthu amipingo akupita kundaleko nkhani imene ndifuna lero ite itakhala kuti
nkhani imene tiusinati mnandifunsapo amandifunsa asulankhani
lero litimalizanepo apapa
muzandifunsa. No, it's true. Yes. So the issue is, as I said, kuti wambira 2013 and who they have been saying kuti amene afuna imechani u president koma nthawi imene jasinatani sinaime chimozimozi
komano kutanthauza kuti simunaime sizidadusemo mutumu kuti koma chinthu chedi mwinatu chinthu chedu mwinacho sizimakufika ni kupena pake kuti kumadziko langali mwina nditakhala kuti ndakakhala pa mpando umene uja ntakukankha zinthu zina mwina amene zisakukankhidwa
nakamba poso pa interview yake. I think ndileya temwe nasakamba poso kuti yayi ineyotu in this country things have not reached a point yakuti munthu ngati ifeyo tikuzamba kuti basi tingoima tinakamba kuti pakazakhala kuti pali leadership deficiency that vacuum that is there, we can now say, you know what, I think let's just help our country. Koma we believe at this point in time kuti ma candidate abuno kwambiri amene they can help our country, and if they will continue this space they are doing, we believe we have got the right people who can help.
You're satisfied with how the DPP have started?
So far now, good, yeah. Koma I have no idea how they will move kusogoloko koma. I can tell you ineyo the Minister of Finance, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister Zena, they are good people and they're doing things well.
How can you say that? Pamene mwina anthu ena tikudandaulabe kuti chuma chokhala sichinakhazikike ka forex base kakupezeka anthu akulepera busy.
But let me tell you something on economy, right? Let me tell you on economy. There are a few things, of course, in Muboma Elirate. Zimene I'm seeing kuti, you know, there's an economist called Bastiat. He wrote an essay about the seen and the unseen. Okay, when you study economics, you are going to find more what he actually said in his essay. Anayankhula kuti nthawi zina anthu amasangala ndi zinthu zina which boma likupanga without seeing behind what is going to happen. Okay, and I'll be very frank with you because I'm a truthful person, and I really just to say the truth as it is, and I will tell you which areas I see kuti kukozokhala mavuto, komanso I'll also comment on which areas I think they are doing well. For example, I'm going to just give an example. According to Bastiat, you know, when you're looking at the seen and the unseen, a very good example, the school fees, yana, secondary school.
Yes.
You know, politically, DP government, they've got a good wish, okay, to help with the people. And when they removed school fees, they scored. That is a seen thing. Kuma what is unseen? And drama manager, yenajokere pena pake. Okay? And the pena pake it can be mataxi, kweza, kapena chani. So everyone else has to contribute now to pay school fees. Okay? So for me, I can say that, you know, maybe that area, I have reservations, you know, but okay, you know, maybe also some other. No, I'm not suggesting.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still continuing. Maybe the minister, he has a plan, but for me, I feel like there I have some reservations.
Right.
Because, you know, it's a thing that we are seeing, we are happy, but there could be unseen, you know, consequences behind it.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm so happy with how they have started. You know, as I said, kuti mbali mene iuni sangarasen is on inflation. This is a miracle. I should say the truth. On inflation, what this government has done, it's a miracle. We're almost at 30%, you know. My inflation is going down. It's almost 20. And within 5 months, and who does that, you know? That tells you kuti something is being done and that they have got a goodwill for the country. So on that, trust you me, if I would meet the Minister of Finance now, I would shake his hand to say, thank you, because inflation is a silent killer. Because you may have 2 million kwacha in your account, okay, today. Now, if inflation goes up with 10%, it means you have lost the value of your money with the 10%.
Without doing anything. Yes.
Without you knowing.
Yes.
Now, for example, people who keep money in their bank, into their account, bank, without knowing good every day,
they're losing
value. What they could have done with that money 10 days ago, it's no longer what they can do with that money today. You know? But if inflation is being managed the way it is being managed, it means it's a good indicator. Good economically, things are moving well. You see? So as I said, there could be other things, as you have said, that we may not understand how they are doing them. And but on the inflation part, I'm so excited. So we have good people. You have asked me a question, are you planning to stand? I'm not planning to stand. As I have said, in 2019, I actually refused. It wasn't on the ballot. In 2025, I did so much charity work in this country. My face was not on the ballot. And then now, they should leave me alone to do my charity works in peace.
Okay.
Because my face will not be there on the ballot paper. I have no intentions.
2030.
2030. I have no intentions to do that.
There won't be any ballot, not because the ballot in the Oceanasian. Paliao president, Paliao MP, Paliao no face on the ballot.
Okay, so the issue is I'm not interested in politics.
For now.
Yeah. I'm not interested in politics for now. But as I've said,
about tomorrow.
If I will be forced to do that on two reasons, as I've said. If the politicians will begin to stop me from what I'm doing, helping the poor, you know, that can make me to say, you know what, I want to help with these people and I don't want anybody else to stop me. Let me just stand, okay, on that condition.
Right.
Number two, only if there can be a leadership crisis in the country. Then people like us can say, you know what, let's help our country. The issue is we love our nation, we love our country. But I'm not a politician, and I'm not interested to do that.
Yeah.
And if
I tell you,
last time we and this year MCP and this year I think you know. Nobody stopped me. Okay, and my face didn't appear on the ballot. So if they also allow me to do my charity properly, to do my things, why should my face be there if I'm doing, if I'm doing what I'm doing properly? Because about presidency for me is about helping your country. Now if I'm doing it and I'm not being stopped, why should I then go and be there? Because the issue is about helping your people.
Would you allow me to be a prophet today?
All right.
And prophesy, man of God. That's 2030.
Prophet Wonder.
Yes, go deeper. You must tell me, go deeper, Wonder. I prophesy that in 2030, we might have problems with candidates. Will that prophecy move you, man of God, to say, I might, it's
but
too early now.
Then they would be very foolish, these ministers we have now and opposition. Because trust you me, we have got great candidates so far. They would be very foolish to mess up, I hope they will not.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we'll leave it there for now.
So in opposition, in DPP, I hope they will not.
No.
Otherwise, so far, so good.
We'll leave it there for now. Enough of politics. Now, let's move to something different. So we have cancelled
your prophecy for now.
We'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
I want to take you back to your days of you going to court now and again. Now, I think you're breathing a new life. How is life after all that? And where are you now?
I wouldn't want any Malawian to go through what I went through because it's completely injustice. I think you have seen all the generals who ankadibanga mavuto acha ku South Africa. I think you know kuti number makamba zimene zizindikale. If you go on internet and Google number mapanga report zimene zindikale. Just a short maybe background. When I was South Africa, I was the first black person to own a mobile network. Okay, it was doing very well. I was the first black to own a civil aviation company, in South Africa, and it was also doing extremely well. And because of that, kunamba machitika zinthu ngati ma xenophobia, kuti uyu akulemera mziko muno si wakuno, Two, our church inambopanga bwino kwambiri South Africa, and I think kuti our church grew. You came to also cover some of other projects in South Africa. You know the type of how we had built business, how we had built the ministry. We had the ambidextrous type of setup with both the two things at once: ministry, business-wise, everything was moving well. That zinapangisa kuti anthu ambiri ayambe kudana nane, not because I was bad, but because I was a foreigner. I mean, anali successful. Ichi chinokamba baba chisuti ndikukamba chifati ndine Bushiri. No. Tinda Malawi ambiri munomo Malawi tikudziwa. Anaphedwa kumene kuja, anabwera kunoko mbokosi. Kuchita kuwatchedwa ndi Petro. We know that. Badali panopa Malawi ambiri umayenda zobisala kumene kuja. We know kuti kuli personal hatred against my foreigners. I was not excluded. So ndiri kumene kuja panali zinthu ziwiri. Panali xenophobia amene amadana nane chifukwa kuti nali mapanga bwino mu dziko lawo. Ndiye panali anthu ena amene amafuna kuti apange katangale kapena kuti extortion. Kuti azindiopseza kuti andiwe ndiwakunja
tipase ndalama.
Ukapanda tipase ndalama izizi tuika mavuto. So gulu limene lolo limene mapanga zimenezo anali ambiri mu police, ma generals aku police. Let me tell you kuti lelolo dziko lonse lapansi laona ningankhwene zija kuti para polisi amafuna ndalama kwa ine. Dziko lonse lapansi laona komanso dziko la South Africa laona pompano gulu lonse lija la general lija analitenga kupita ku parliament kumene amakalifusa mafunso gulu lonse lija ma generals
ose munkadandaula
ndikachula chiti pali wakuti anthu angati ndikunama koma chachitika ndicha amanga last week all those generals amanga osati pankhani yayi koma pankhani yoti amatenga sondrama kwa anthu amaopseza anthu chani mapanga chani amanga. So that to me is justification kuti angakamba Bushiri sichi ndizoona.
No, I must say I followed actually amachita kusaka kuti kodi the actually pali nzimayi mmodzi amene akuoneka kuti iyeyo ndiye adali wabwinobwino ndi amanena kuti tikhoza kumapeza quality ya polisi ngati awapo tengera zimene zinachitika zija. So I just want to agree
no,
with you.
No, it's true.
Yes.
The issue is magenerals amene aja onse ndipo zikonse lapasiraona.
Yeah.
Ku South Africa amba yankhula kuti I think Bushiri amakamba chani zoona. Ne magenerals aja anapanga create milandu kuti palibepo.
Komano, what has been the cost of you kuti mpaka mpange choncho kusatira mulandu wanu uja kuti mpaka anthu akhulupirire zakhuza bwanji moyo wanu going forward?
Okay, so the thing is, as I said, kuti nkhani yakulu ndi kuti inapita ku court kuno ku Malawi kumene a court ataona milandu ija nakamba kuti palibepo mulandu apa.
Maybe for the benefit of those that are watching us in South, can we take this part in English?
Of course, yeah. So I think this is more important that we have this interview.
Yes.
And as you rightly said, I'm so happy that the court case went in our favor, Malawi.
Yes.
Not only Malawi, but I think you can also see events and patterns in South Africa that are happening that actually justify our narrative.
Yes.
As you know, we kept on saying that we had generals who wanted to solicit money from us in the name of extortion.
Yes.
And we reported these people. We have got court cases, police records in South Africa that they want money from me and they were never arrested. You see, they were never arrested. What happened in return is them who came to arrest me a year later of being reported. They fabricated the cases, they paid the people. I've got victims, the so-called victims, writing affidavits to say they were approached, that they will be paid, and those were the things which we brought as verdicts in the courts to say, look at these things, what happened. And that's why we won the case, because our case was so strong and we won. But these police officers, which we kept on saying that, these generals, we kept on saying that, I was so happy to see that in South Africa, they in fact were summoned. Most of them were summoned, and they were in parliament, they were answering, and the whole world watched how corrupt police officers, not all of them, how most police officers, how corrupt they are in South Africa. And it's vindicating to see that a week ago I saw that they have been arrested. They have been found guilty. They have been found in the hearing where they had they've been found guilty, and then they've been arrested, where now the court is going to make rulings based on the findings which they had in the parliament and etc. So I'm excited that this is happening in South Africa, and I think justice now is being seen, and many South Africans now are agreeing with Bushiri.
Yes.
Bushiri was right about the corruption of the police officers in South Africa. They can go as far as doing what we were all hearing in parliament. So wicked things, so shocking things, what they were doing to people. And with me, it was even worse, because they didn't just go to fabricate cases. With me, they even employed people to shoot me. And I think the whole world knows that I survived about 7 attempts of assassination in South Africa. We survived gunshots, we survived so many times. So life, as you said, is moving well. I should say that. I'm back. I'm in my country, and here in my country, I'm living well. And it's so shocking that in South Africa, every year, I had a case every year. And I only stayed in South Africa for 5 years. Okay, and I've been in Malawi for 6 years. And I've never had any single case against me in this country. And that tells you. In fact, most of my businesses are not in South Africa. Most of them are in America, in Zimbabwe, in Mozambique. I have never had issues with all these countries. In South Sudan, I've never got mines, I've got things. I've never had issues. None of these countries, they're investigating me or anything. So we are moving well, and
considering that you are the church that was growing very fast in South, and you had to come back because of some of those generals that you've spoken about. Now that issue is now water under bridge, would you consider going back to South Africa, or now you are staying in Malawi and you're okay?
Let me say this, that I was only in South Africa for many basically just for church. all right? It was about, when I left Malawi, it was about communication. I wanted to establish a TV. In Malawi at that time, we were behind in terms of technology, okay? And I think I said this in so many interviews, that I left because I needed to be in a place. I had a vision of touching the world.
Yes.
And in Malawi, we didn't have resources,
Yeah.
or let me say, the technologies that would carry what I wanted to do.
The prophetic channel.
Prophet.
Okay.
So nabiro kumene kuja South Africa because I really wanted kuti I should be in a place kumene kuna lizinthu ziti
Zimenezo.
zipangizo zimenezozo. But now we have them in Malawi. We have got studios here in Malawi. We have got, we have got strong internet. That time we didn't have strong internet. In fact, now I can broadcast live from here.
Yeah.
A thing I was doing when I was in South Africa. So there's no need for me to be in South Africa. Now I can do anywhere.
From here.
I can do from here because when I was going to South Africa, that was around 2013, 2012, and in Temeneoyo, Ngutibe, strong internet, Tilibe. But now I can do from here, so I don't think there is a purpose of me going there.
Okay, I still have a lot of issues that I want to talk with you, so maybe I'll be a little bit fast now. Pakatipa, mukuoneka kuti anthu akutchulani. Bushiri
chula.
Anthu ma social media.
All right.
Bushiri izi zachipongwe zina. Koma ndakuona ni msakuyankha. Tizizimva bwanji. How should we understand your silence? What are you saying in your silence?
Of course, a lot is happening in my silence. So people shouldn't mistake my silence with being foolish. Let me say this statement here. I said it before, and I'm repeating this statement as well. I saw pakati pa anthu anamukira kwambiri Trifonia mpinganjira kuti why akumangisa anthu chifukwa chani. I'm not backing her. Koma let me say this, kuti munomo Malawi mulika system wakuti anthu amaona ngati kuti wakhala olemera akwazamanga kuti osachoncho iwe supanga kena kali konse, and it's a wrong mentality. And let me warn them kuti unless they've got evidence, but if you want to implicate anthu just because you think they're influential kapena ndi opemphera, there will be no consequences, it's wrong. I saw what happened. It's unfortunate if it's true. Kuti nyamata uja kumzuzu, it was not him. Anamangidwa uja. If it's true, it's unfortunate. However, I wouldn't think it's a mistake ya
yes.
No, that's the mistake ya police. Inende kapita ku police ukamba kuti andibera uko. A police aja ndiwamugwira munthu kuti atagwira munthu amene kumpanga suspect kuti ndameneyo. Is that my fault?
No, it's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Kaya muntu yo is a true identity, is a wrong identity, is police. So what Trifonia did like there, she took with the matter ku police. Anakamanga muntu yo da police.
Yes.
Ngati muntu anamangidwa mistakenly kuti anamupanga muntu osati ndiyeyo. That was wrong, and that is not the complainant mistake. Yoni mistake yogwira ntchito a police yo. That was wrong. So people should not make mistakes. Ineyo, I can tell you, kuti there are people right now amene alinimirandu ku court, akumaendera ku court because they spoke things about me. Zimene zinthuzo sizoona. And I'm telling you, I will continue doing it. Koma alipo anthu ena ine sinema yankha. Alipo anthu ena sinema yankha fakuti I will give an example that mentioning names. Koma alipo anthu ena ake kuti umatha kuti munthu wina wamisala.
Oh.
Yeah. Alipo anthu ena kuti umanaso misala kuti uyu ndi wamisala. The only thing I can do is kumampempherera. Lately we have seen wina kamakamba kwambiri. But if you can actually see the person, mayankhula, you will see madness. Kuti munthu uyu tu, or court nesingampitire ku court. Honestly, what would I be doing with such type of a patient? I can't. I don't want to even talk about it. Koma alipo anthu ena ake ndamisala. Mana kuti iyi ni misala. Uyuyu tizimika mmachani mapemphero. Koma so achibale, such type of people, it's better to rush them to the hospital before it's too late. So alipo anthu ena singayankhe, and
they don't deserve your response. You can't dignify with your response.
No, it's good to put them in prayers, and when they are okay, mina akazamba kuti masensa wamba ubwera, then you can answer them. But you don't answer someone who just wake up in the morning and he's the only righteous person in the whole world, and so I don't answer some people because of that. Koma amene ndikuona kuti uyuyu ali ndi sense koma kupanga izizi cholinga chake is just to tarnish my image. I don't answer you, I take you to court unless ngati mule mtimisala pang'ono musaseke muguseka.
Man of God, ndakuvani.
Was that a prophet one day? Musatifonse so ife tukena ukhala prophet.
Asungane neretu mphaso ndi mulungu amapereka mphaso.
Yeah, but the issue is it's not right to accuse rich people because you think they'll stay quiet, and that should end. And we know akepo mpano atengerapo phunziro lalikulu kwambiri, and they will learn. They will learn because rich people now, they are clever. Someone has, like some of us, timanene ndo muno Malawi and osama tikhulupirira, we have endured all that. We have built who we are, and we're not going to allow someone today but to wake up in the morning and bring us down. We'll use every resource we have to make sure we protect what we have built. So it's not only us, but anyone else doesn't deserve to be bullied on the internet just because you think you have a platform. No, it's not good. And that's my advice to some people who are watching. And this is a warning actually. So the warning 2, a warning shot number 2.
Yachitatu maliza
yachitatu si imakhala penalty basi. So hii ndi warning kuti mukumva zija zoti trifoni ya chani muva so Bushiri pompano kuti nayeso amangisa so kuti of course na mangisa bokalanga atatu. So and so sekeleraso apapo kuti so chani yeyo a man of God, ende wakhala man of God basi azingokutokosa mumphuno zimene zozo manopo zinatha zimene zozo. You are a man of God, I'm a man of God, yes, okay, but there are certain things you have to know kuti the man of God who is a citizen with my own rights. Mene muliri inu ya wanda muli ndi ma rights anu, ufulu wanu, and leo ndibwere ndikuphwanyire ufulu is illegal. Chimozi na neso because I'm a man of God, you don't break my rights. It's not right. That's why Yesu Kristo, he was a man of God, okay, he was a man of God. Komano pena pake anagamba kuti ababa sipofunika so Yesu Kristo yaba ofunika chikwapo
ananyapula
ganaka kwapula mene muja kwatamangisa so mene muja komanso pasikolo siriza Yesu yemweyo kuti Yesu yemweyo pasikolo azapangaso chani chiweruzo.
Yes,
amene analowa chimwa azauza njirano nditiyo ndi ana ena amakula ngati nkhani ya Grace Chinga Moffat. These are the 3 boys anapeka nkhani meji kulemba karata, ngatalemba ndachine Miracle Chinga, ngatalemba ndi Steve Spasho, atalemba iwo ndikuifalisa muno mayo mose muno kuti alemba na Grace Chinga Moffat, akuti Bushiri wapa Grace Chinga Moffat. I've never met Grace Chinga Moffat before. I've never even spoken to her. In Makalo South Africa, time manager anamwalira in South Africa. But who spread that? These 3 boys. And should we keep them like that? No. The law should work. You cannot tarnish somebody's name in this age. So,
samveka mepo awo odwala mitu omwanena kuti timuzapempherera. I think tijoinane mapemphero. I think mental health is a serious issue. Ndeno pali ena amene anali kutchali chikwanu kunoko ndakumapezeka kulankhula ma TV mukuti ku ECG Jesus Nation kulibe mulungu. There is no God at that ministry. Mungafune kunena kuti chani?
I think amene akamba statement imene navapo ngati uli munthu amene aina kumaona kuti kuli achinyamata munomo Malawi amene amaganiza bwino kwambiri, and achinyamatawo amene kumapanga rifa Bushiri chifukwa kuti anandiziweneyo ndisanachuke. Okay, being a person who, apart from ministry, I'm a business person. I think, I plan. Let me tell you, you cannot build anything without systems, without planning. So I want you, I want to implore you. Your job is to be communication director. And I want you to hear me very well. It was an employment. he was employed not member wa church nakhanda kumuva kuti nali member wa ECG. He has never been in my church.
Adali wanchito.
Anali wanchito, okay? Nalembapo ntchito a Kevin Sulungwe. A Kevin Sulungwe mpaka nalero Roma nda Catholic. Ali ku ECG amabwera ngalo kuzatani kuzagwira ntchito. You can't say you are a member because I've employed you. No. Mbona bwera a Ephraim Nyondo. That's CCP. Mpaka napano. You can't say kuti na joina ECG. Mafunafuna mulungu kumene koko. No. Number 1 anabwera chifukwa cha kuti analembedwa ntchito. Ku ntchito ko anali incompetent. Ntchito samata. Number 1. Number 2, iwo ajana kana na Judas. Tidafika South Africa kuja ndamene amagwira ntchito ndi anthu awawa aku South Africa kuti azipanga syndicate yoseija amapanga anapita Sambo. Ndiye inafikapo nthawi kuti anapanga plani kuti apange kidnap ana ine. Okay? Ndiye titaona chonchija, one person whispered to us kuti akupanga plan pali anthu afuna apange plan to kidnap your children. This is a knowledge imenalesa maidziwo no mu Malawi. I think you are aware kuti ndikhala South Africa ana ina makhala kuti kono ku Malawi for many years. And this is what happened kuti anaja tachose ku South Africa abwere kuno panali kuti amafuna ngati anapanga ku Crossroads uko kuti anampangira kidnap mwana ndamagamba kuti tipaseni ransom ya ndalama zilivere kuma ku South Africa zimenezo. Nenda imene yoyo panali kamphekesera kuti anthu ena akafuna apange kidnap ana mpaka anapita ku sukulu atituma zetenge ana Prophert, and it was not me. Zigawengazo nditinangoti anawa tapitise kuti mu Malawi. Ndanacha tabwera kuno ku Malawi. Panazapezeka mphekesera kuti anali muguru lopangana nawo anthu aja. Ndeti nacho sanchito basing on 2 things. 1, incompetence. 2, conspiracy. Okay, we thought it's over. Kuti nkhani jayata. Komata fika noko ku Malawi anapangana so ndi anthu aja kuti abwere kuno azapange anaja kidnap anaja. Nukambazi it's not a claim ndikuuzani evidence yake. Okay? Mwamwai boma la DPP nthawi manager inazipanga piki. Okay? Nthawi mene yoyo nandira phone chota kwa achisale omwewa a minister, deputy minister. Ananimbira phone kuti pagwidwa anthu pa airport. Okay? And so what I'm telling you, I'm not just saying as a lie or as a claim. Koma nkhani ili ku police. Okay? Tagwira anthu pa airport and anthu amene wao wapanga suspect on espionage. Utabwera mnomo Malawi kuzafufuza zinthu. Ne agwidwa and tiasunga kuchani? Tiasunga ku remand. Mpaka natabweza upita so kuchani? Ku South Africa. And what I'm telling you